Okay, let's just move this. So, you will hear in the background that I am playing Amanda Palmer. By the way, I am wearing my cow suit, because you were wearing your giraffe suit. Let's turn this down a bit. So, the deal with Amanda Palmer is that I saw her. I don't know if you guys know Amanda Palmer, but she's a singer. She used to sing for the Dresden Dolls. Right. Also, she is married to my favorite author, aka my favorite man in the world, Neil Gaiman. And for some reason, most people know him because he wrote an episode of Doctor Who called The Doctor's Wife. Yeah. But he's written novels, which I would read if I were you. Anyways, they're my favorite. I love them. I met him. I went to San Diego and I met him. I saw that he was gonna go to his wife's concert and I was like, ah! Once in a while, I make these spontaneous decisions and I just go. I just go! In fact, that is the biggest spontaneous decision that I've made. And I met him. You weren't allowed to take pictures with him, but I was like, hey Neil, this will only take a second, okay? Thanks. Thanks so much. And he said, you're very welcome. And I was happy. Yes, if you're friends with me on Facebook, profile picture also. Cover picture still of Matt Smith and the Pond Crew. Yeah, I did that. Anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling because I don't want this to be another long video. But, Lucy, the whole boy thing, I don't know, like, you've been talking about him a lot. And it seems like it sucks, but at the same time, I think the only thing you can really do is not, like, try not to think about it. And not, I don't know, I think I just kind of lost emotional connection to things like that. Like, boys, they're not worth the trouble. And when they are, then they are. But most of the time, they're not worth the trouble, so I just don't even bother. Let me tell you a story about a boy. Well, his name... I won't tell you his name. Okay, his name was Brandon Lee Pittman, and if you're watching Jackass... Okay, I didn't mean to say that. But, I met this boy on a set of a television show, and he was working on cameras, and I was working with the actors and stuff, whatever. And, well, basically, I saw him, I thought he was cute, and my mentor from the film thing I was in was like, stay away from him. Just don't even talk to him. So I didn't. I was like, oh, that's a shame, whatever. And the next day he started talking to me and I was like, well, I'm not gonna ignore him. Yeah. And then we were kind of getting along, and then we got each other's numbers, and then after the show was over, which had been a couple of days, actually a week in fact, that they were done filming, he texted me and he started talking to me. And the thing is, before that, the last day on set, the last day we were shooting, right after the wrap, he said, hey, you want to come over to my friend's apartment? And I was like, no, I'm dirty, I'm tired, and I just want to go home and feed my cat. And he's like, well, he has a nice shower. And I was like, I bet he does! I bet he has an awesome shower. And he said, yeah. He has a nice couch too. And I was like, ha ha ha, you know what, I have a nice bed at my house where I want to go. And eventually he let me just go home, like, yeah, just with no fuss. And he texted me the next day, or next few days, and he said, oh, sorry about that. I'm usually pretty ballsy, but I'm more considerate than that. Yeah, okay, whatever. And then, what happened was that we were texting, and then he was hinting that I should come over to his house, and I said, hey, look, if you want to hang out at a cafe or something and talk and be friends, fine, but if you want anything more than that, stop texting me. And whoop-de-flippin'-do, he stopped texting me, and I was just outraged for a bit. And then I thought, wow, you just proved everyone right. Congratulations. Congratulations! That's a word. Congratulations. Yeah. That's that's my story. That's my story of boys. I have much better story of boys, but I'm not gonna get into those because they're just... why? I don't know. Here's a story about a boy. Neil Gaiman. How about that? How about that boy, guy, man, thing? He's cool. He is my favorite man in the world. Biggest hero. You guys have heroes? He's my hero. Number 1, Ichiban. Yeah, and this is his wife playing. Amanda Palmer, you go girl. Okay, so, because I live in the desert, this thing is actually hot right now. And even though it's October, it's still like 1,000,000 degrees. But I will see you later. I have no idea how long this video is, but I'm sorry if it's long. So, later!